Welcome and good evening to all the participants joined in the daily virtual program on work-life balance conducted by the Professional Skills Enrichment Committee of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in association with Heartfulness. We have with us today's resource person, Mr. Rajiv Gupta, and our mentors, CA Dr. Pradeep Gupta and Mr. Deepak Khanduri. We welcome you all in this virtual platform of work-life balance. We are conducting the regular basis the program on virtual work-life balance conducted on the Monday to Friday at 8:30 p.m. and on Saturday and Sunday at 10:30 a.m. So that with this, I am handing over the session to Mr. Deepak Khanduri for introduction of Mr. Rajiv Gupta and thereafter handing over the session to Mr. Rajiv Gupta for further proceeding. Over to Mr. Deepak Khanduri.
Thank you and good evening all. Today we have again Mr. Rajiv R.K. Gupta, who is an ex-serviceman, an ex-Indian Air Force officer, heartfulness trainer, Brighter Minds coach, and also a life coach. He is a double postgraduate engineer and also a poet and a writer. With this brief introduction, I hand over the session to Mr. R.K. Gupta for his presentation.
Thank you very much and good evening one and all. It's my pleasure to be here in this session. I had conducted one session yesterday, and I had thought of conducting a session regarding my personal experience, but I think that would take more time. So probably I'll fine-tune that presentation and give it some other time. So today I'm sharing my presentation to all of you. So my presentation is Heart of Meditation. The heart of meditation is heart. It's a very simple way to put it across. Heart of meditation is heart. There could be many ways of meditating, but in heartfulness way, heart of meditation is heart. That is what is the core. So I'll be discussing today more about what is this meditation, why this heart is so important, why it is so significant, why are we meditating on heart, what is heart intelligence. So all those things I'll be covering in probably 20-25 minutes of time. But before we start, it would be nice if we can center ourselves. Let us check in this session. And as usual, what we do, we just do a centering process. And before that, I really feel that and hope that all of you are participating with full willingness to learn, to have some learning value from this presentation. So let's center ourselves gently, close our eyes. Let's all close our eyes gently and bring our attention to our hearts. Let's connect to the divine source within, the divinity within, the love within, the power within, the God within. And remain connected with the source in a prayerful attitude that this session will be of learning to all of us, and we will evolve in the process of these learnings. Let's have this thought and meditate on the heart, center on the heart for a couple of minutes till I say that's all. That's all. You can now gently open your eyes. Once again, good evening, everyone. I'm here to give another presentation to all of you from Heartfulness Institute. The topic of today's presentation is Art of Meditation, Experience and Evolve. Now, heart of meditation is heart. The core is heart. We meditate on heart. That is what heartfulness is all about. Let's see this slide. I think this slide might have been projected earlier also in some of the presentations, but I feel it is worth going through again. The heart starts beating in the unborn fetus before the brain has been formed. This is a known fact that once heart starts beating, that's a clear indication that the life force has descended. Life force has come in the baby inside womb. The second fact is that the heart beats independently of the brain. Even if the person is brain dead, heart continues to beat. So it's an independent. It's a kind of an organ which really rules and governs each and every part of our body. It beats independently. The heart is the strongest biological oscillator in the human system, generating more electrical power than any other part of the body. They have been proven scientifically that how much strong electrical power it generates through various experiments. A lot of research has also been undertaken. A lot of research papers have been published, which indicates that the heart generates 50 times the electrical output, and 5,000 times more electromagnetic output than the brain. So you can imagine how powerful this organ which we are talking about, heart, is. Now, heart intelligence, next point is heart intelligence is the source of emotional intelligence. You may argue, you may ask question that does heart have intelligence? Yes, indeed. We will see in the later part of the presentation that heart has its own intelligence. So it's the source of emotional intelligence. All the feelings of such nature are generated in the heart based on its own intelligence. Positive emotions increased order and balance in the nervous system and produce harmonious, coherent heart rhythms that reduce stress, enhance creativity, communication, and others. So it's very important if we really center ourselves in the heart with positive emotions. That energy gets transferred to each and every part of your body, each and every cell, each and every nerve, each and every fiber. The harmony is created, and once the harmony is created, you can be stress-free. Your life can be rhythmic. You can be creative. You can have better communication with others. So this is what is the power of heart. When one focuses on the heart with positive emotions, a cascade of biochemical events begin, which affect every organ in the body. This is another part. There is a chemical reaction. There are a lot of hormonal secretion which takes place, and that really begins to affect each and every organ. So if you are pumped with the positive emotions, with the good emotions, certainly you are going to send this vibratory energy to each and every part of your body. So that's how it becomes very important. Through the process of entrainment, all other systems in the human body can be pulled into alignment with the heart rhythms. If it's a kind of symphony, the heart is the leader of the band. It can create symphony inside, and that is where all the body parts, each and everything can function like in alignment like a symphony. So if you listen to any orchestra or music maestros, they create such a kind of symphony and you really get mesmerized. So the same goes with our entire system. If the heart is well entrained and if it works in harmony with each and every part of the body, then the symphony gets created. So this is what is the importance of heart. Now let's see who is your best guide. This is the question which we keep asking in interactive session. Who can be your best guide? Many of you will be saying that if I'm in trouble, if I have any doubts in life, and if I have multiple paths, and if I have to choose one of them, whom should I approach to? Maybe you may say that I'll go to my parents, or will go to my friends, or go to a teacher. You can find, you can try to find, or the guidance from any one of them. But in our opinion, the best guide can be your own heart, your inner conscious. That is where, if you refer to your heart when in doubt, you will get the right guidance, provided you are well tuned with the heart, you are well centered in the heart, you are in a state of being where you can communicate with your heart, you can listen to these signals created from the heart. So the best guidance can be achieved from the heart. So that's the thing. When in doubt or in trouble, whom do you approach for your guidance? My answer here would be that your best guide is your own heart. So try and learn this and train your heart. Do this practice of heartfulness often enough so that you are able to communicate with your heart. You are able to get the signals from your heart. And that can be the best signal, because all other guidance are based on biases and prejudices. They're biases and prejudices because nobody is perfect. They will be guiding you with their perception, with their biases and prejudices, whereas your heart will be, if pure and you are connected to the deeper core of yourself, then it'll be a true guidance. So that's the best thing which can be provided by the heart. Let's find out more about heart. Some of the facts which we have already discussed, some more. Has heart its own intelligence? This is a very, very key aspect. We have been talking about that your brain has intelligence. Our entire rational thinking which comes from the brain, where it has been proven that the heart has its own intelligence. Now, how do we say that? There is a book, Heart's Code, which is written by Paul Pearsall, Dr. Paul Pearsall. He has written a book, and he has proven this through various experiments, through various interviews, through various studies, and wherein he has identified few people who have taken heart recipients from a donor. Somebody has donated heart and it has been received by somebody else. It has been proven that the certain emotional aspects which were there in the donor are transferred to the recipient. The intelligence gets transferred, their behavior, their things, their conduct gets manifested in accordance with the donor's heart. So it is a clear indication, and he has come out with a lot of proof where he has said that intelligence gets transferred to the donor's heart, to the recipient's heart. So heart has its own intelligence, and we can see that there is a lot of emotional aspects of it. Various emotions which are generated, they are based on whatever the heart perceives, whatever the heart has to react, communicate info energetically to other hearts, to other people. Can heart transplant recipients recover cellular memories of donor? This is the thing which I was talking about. The heart transplant recipients, they have recovered the cellular memories of the donor. So there is a proof adequate enough to substantiate that there is an intelligence in the heart. Is it possible to tune into codes of other people's hearts? This is a question, like we say, generally we say, that heart-to-heart communication. And how we keep talking about it. It is only that we learn the language of heart when we start communicating with the heart, not with the mind. And that is where it is possible to tune into the chords of other people's hearts. So this is all possible, and this has been, with the research, it has been done, with the people have experienced this kind of thing. So these are the facts based on the studies done by many people. Is there a subtle energy that influences our life? So heart has some no, it's a subtle part. You can't really, when you center into your heart, you are not able to perceive things in the way you perceive a physicality, or you perceive the world. So it's a very subtle in nature. So it generates subtle energy, and that influences our life. So that energy which we are talking about, the divine energy, the cosmic energy, or whatever you may name them, this subtle energy that influences our life. So heart has the subtle energy which influences our life. Now, when we are talking about making contact with your own heart, it's very important, as I mentioned, that the heart is the main prime organ inside us. And we must learn to communicate with the heart, because it is sensible for all of us to learn the language of heart. Because if we have centered heart, if we are focused on heart, we can really utilize the resource which is in abundance inside the heart. So we must know how to make contact with your own heart. There are 7 habits for making contact with your own heart. Just let's see one by one. The one is the be still, slow down, sit down, and quiet down. Now, just try to be still. The heart, it is said that the language of God is silence. And if you really believe in that the God resides in our heart, so it's a silence. You can communicate to the heart in silence. So be still, slow down, sit down, and quiet down. That's the first habit which we must inculcate if we really want to communicate to our heart. Lighten up. No, don't take yourself seriously. Angels fly because they themselves are they take themselves very lightly. That's what it said. The angels fly. So you have to lighten up. You don't take it too hard. Don't make your heart heavy. Heart is such a powerful instrument. It will give you indication if anything is going wrong. It may not give you indication if everything is going right, but it will certainly give you an indication if anything is going wrong. Your heart will, start becoming heavier and heavier. So that's an indication, because you have to be lightened. You don't have to take things very seriously, because if you take it very seriously, it creates heaviness in your heart. And once it's heavy, then you cannot really reach to the core of your heart. That's the fundamental thing. So we have to be light as much as possible. And the shut up, saying less is good for mental, spiritual, and physical health. This is another thing. More we speak, we are creating some kind of turbulence within. So it is better to listen more than speak. So try to be silent, try to be observant, try to absorb things in silence. Saying less is good. That's good for mental, spiritual, and physical health. Resonate prayer connection with Creator. So there is a very, very in a heartfulness way we pray, by centering into our heart to the Master within, to the God within, to the divinity within. So when we are communicating with your heart, we are contacting. You are just reaching to your heart, trying to resonate with your heart and connect with the Creator who is there within each one of us. That's the basic philosophy of heartfulness. So there is a divinity within, and just try to connect to the heart. Be prayerful. You will definitely connect to your heart. So it's important. The fourth point. The next point is feel. Connection with trees. It's very easy for us to connect to your heart when you start connecting with the nature, trees, flowers, water, or natural system. Your heart, it indirectly starts connecting to your heart, because it has some kind of communication, some kind of linkage, heart to heart communication. So we have the connection with trees. When you're sitting in the nature and you are looking at trees, you are looking at the nature, we are looking at water, the natural system, you will find that your heart will feel very relaxed, very kind of content, and very, very happy, joyous. It's an indication that you are connected to your heart. So that's another way you can connect to your heart. Learn things learned by heart, learn well, last long. This is the saying which all of us know that. So it is said often enough that we learn by heart. In common language, we say that learn by heart. And if anything which is learned by heart means you are putting your heart and soul into it. When you are learning something, when you are learning any kind of lessons in life, or you are reading something, you learn with wholeheartedly. This is what is said. If you are wholeheartedly learning, the learning will be the maximum and it will last long. That's the way you can connect to the heart. This is another way of things. Send balanced energy to world around you and be open to incoming from other hearts. So if you need to really connect to other hearts, you have to send out that energy around you, send balanced energy around you, send that feeling, that the goodness around you. It will connect to other hearts. You start feeling that you are connected to others, and that connection will indeed help you to, if you're connecting to others, you are definitely connecting to your own heart. So you start connecting to your own heart. That's how, when you connect to, when you look into the other people and try to connect with them, eventually you are connecting with your own heart. So this is what is there. So making contact with your heart is a very, very important element of our well-being. So that is the thing which I just wanted to highlight. 7 habits for making contact with your own heart. If you do this regularly, you will find that you are able to connect to your heart. You are able to get the signals from your heart. You are able to communicate with heart with other people. So heart becomes at your center stage. Now, making contact with others' hearts. This is another. First, this previous slide was that you make contact with your own hearts. Now, this slide is with other hearts. दूसरों के heart से कैसे connect हो? Letting your heart pray. Be prayerful. If you are prayerful, that prayer which emanates from your heart, it reaches out to others' hearts. So if you are prayerful, your heart is prayerful, you indeed will get connected to other hearts. So this is what is, you are establishing connection with other hearts. Heartfelt emotional ties better than being rational. No, if you connect with people heart to heart, it is said no, heart to heart. So rational means you are just trying to be more logical, in way you are using your mind rather than use your heart to have better connection, emotional connections. So this is where heartful emotional ties will be better than being rational. Sharing cellular memories. There was a survey done of 527 teens, 12 to 18 years of age. It was said that those who ate 5 days a week with adults tended to smoke, drink less than those who ate for 3 days a week. This is cardio-energetic parenting, we call. And this was the thing which I have taken from the Heart's Code book written by Paul Pearsall. It's basically when you see that if you are sharing cellular memory, survey of 520 who ate 5 days a week with adults all together, there is a tendency to have heart-to-heart connection. We really have that kind of bonding. But if we are connected for 3 days or lesser days, that cardio-energetic parenting will be reduced. So this is a experiment which was conducted, and it is proven that this sharing of cellular memories. The human ECG, heart-to-heart info-energetic connection, holding hand to connect heart energies. Our hands serve as a natural electrode connecting heart energies. This is another way of connecting with each other. When we do any exercise, when we do any activity, we hold hands, and that is where we try to connect that energetically, heart to heart energetic connection. So our hands serve as a natural electrode connecting heart energies. Volume conduction. This is another thing which has been proven. A mother whale's song travels through ocean water to calm her calf. Energy is conveyed through entire system. Whale, if the calf is not close by, the whale's child is not in the proximity, it conveys through the energy. It's basically song travels through ocean. So it's a volume conduction, and energy is conveyed through the entire system. So this is volume conduction through the feeling of hearts. And send positive thoughts. When we send positive thoughts, it indeed reaches to the recipient. When you are thinking positive about somebody, you will see that that person somewhere he is getting that positivity within, which probably you may directly not see that, but in a subtle way, this positive energy which you are sending to another person will certainly be received. So this is making contact with other hearts. Now, making contact with source. So I have said first slide was making contact with your own heart, making contact with others' hearts, and now making contact with the source. This is another part which I just brought it out. Where to meet your maker. This is where you meet your maker. The heart is the seat of the soul, as said often enough. So where to meet your maker? So you are connecting to the source. Whatever your religion belief, heart is access point for experiencing God. This is a very, very important point, and which has been described in many books, which is the core principle of heartfulness, that whatever your religion belief is, their heart is the access point of experiencing God. So heart-centric approach will certainly be beneficial for our well-being, for our growth, whether it is physical, material, or even spiritual. So it's a very important point which has been made here. Heart can serve as a magnetic pole to attract divine, non-local subtle energy. So heart is so powerful. It acts like a magnetic pole to attract divine, non-local subtle energy. In gaining heart balance, we are going to our original state. That is, we are going to meet our maker. So that is where our route to the divinity, our route to the source is through heart. So we are going to meet our heart. So this is what is very, very important when we are making contact with the source. A warm, open heart allows God's love, grace to descend on us. If your heart is warm, open heart, it really naturally you start receiving God's grace. So if you have to open up, you have to be really loving, caring, and that is where these are the qualities of heart, and you start connecting with other hearts. Be still, receptive, and invite other hearts to connect to their heart's code. Now, this is the book which was written, Heart's Code, by Paul Pearsall. So this is a be receptive and invite other hearts to connect to their heart's code. There is some kind of connection, when we heart to heart speak when we say. So there's a transaction through heart's code. We understand the language of heart. And then connecting, nurturing, integrating all of our cellular memories to create who we are, what we need, and what we have to give. So it allows you to connection, heart-to-heart connection, nurturing, integrating all of our cellular memories to create who we are and what we need and what we have to give. So that's how this heart becomes such a powerful tool in heartfulness. And we are able to connect to the source through the heart, actually. That's the key aspect. So that is all as far as my presentation goes. It's basically we all need to stay connected to heart, and certainly just be connected to the heart. That's enough. there is no homework. That's on a lighter side. But if you are connected to the heart, I'm sure you can do whatever best you can do in your life. You can achieve whatever you wish to achieve, and that is all as far as the today's presentation is concerned. So I've just finished. Okay, so how do we go about it now?
We can have practical session, भैया.
Huh?
Meditation. We can have meditation session.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'll stop sharing the presentation. Okay. So now today what we will do, we will do a relaxation first and then meditation. Should we do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So we will do the relaxation process, and then we will have meditation followed by question answers if any. Okay. Gently close your eyes. Now bring your attention to your feet. अपना ध्यान अपने पैरों के तलवों पर लेकर जाएं और ये विचार लें कि हीलिंग एनर्जी फ्रॉम मदर अर्थ इज एंटरिंग योर फीट. आपके पैरों के तलवों से ऊपर की तरह प्रवेश कर रही है, और जैसे जैसे ये ऊपर की तरफ बढ़ रही है, शरीर के सारे अंगों को रिलैक्स करेगी. सबसे पहले ये पैरों के उंगलियों, टोज, हील्स, एंकल्स में प्रवेश हो रही है, और उनको पूरी तरह से रिलैक्स कर रही है. ऐसा महसूस करें. ये हीलिंग एनर्जी ऊपर चढ़ते हुए आपके काफ मसल्स, घुटनों को, थाइस को पूरी तरह से रिलैक्स कर रही है. ऐसा महसूस करें. आपकी दोनों टांगें पूरी तरह से शिथिल हो गई हैं, रिलैक्स हो गई हैं. और ये हीलिंग एनर्जी आपके हिप्स, कमर में प्रवेश कर रही है और उनको पूरी तरह से रिलैक्स कर रही है, बिल्कुल शिथिल. ऐसा महसूस करें. अब ये एनर्जी आपके पीठ में, लोअर बैक, मिडिल बैक, अपर बैक में प्रवेश कर रही है, और आपकी पूरी बैक संपूर्ण रूप से रिलैक्स्ड है, कंप्लीटली रिलैक्स, ऐसा महसूस करें। आपकी पूरी बैक कंप्लीटली रिलैक्स्ड है। अब ब्रिंग योर अटेंशन टू योर स्टमक। अपना ध्यान अपने पेट की तरफ लेकर आए और ये विचार लें कि आरोग्यकारी ऊर्जा, हीलिंग एनर्जी आपके पेट में प्रवेश कर रही है और पेट की सभी मांसपेशियों को पूरी तरह से रिलैक्स कर रही है, ऐसा महसूस करें। अब अपना ध्यान अपने चेस्ट की तरफ लेकर जाएं और ये विचार लें, दिस हीलिंग एनर्जी आपके पूरे चेस्ट को पूरी तरह से रिलैक्स कर रही है, शिथिल कर रही है, ऐसा महसूस करें। अब अपना ध्यान अपने कंधों पर लेकर जाएं और ये विचार लें कि इस हीलिंग एनर्जी से आपके दोनों कंधे बिल्कुल रिलैक्स हो रहे हैं, मानो सारा तनाव पिघलकर नीचे जा रहा है। आपके कंधे झुक से गए हैं। अब अपना ध्यान अपने हाथों की तरफ लेकर आओ और ये विचार लो कि दिस हीलिंग एनर्जी आपके अपर आर्म, लोअर आर्म्स, रिस्ट, palms, right up to your fingertips. Both the hands are fully relaxed. बिल्कुल आराम की स्थिति में है, ऐसा महसूस करें। Now bring your attention to your neck. अपनी गर्दन की तरफ अपना ध्यान लाएं और ये विचार लें कि ये हीलिंग एनर्जी आपके गर्दन के सभी मांसपेशियों को पूरी तरह से ढीला कर रही है, रिलैक्स कर रही है। और ये हीलिंग एनर्जी ऊपर चढ़ते हुए आपके चेहरे में प्रवेश कर रही है, आपके चिन में, आपके जॉज में, जबड़ों में, नाक में, कान में, आंख, भवें, forehead, right up to the top of your head. Your entire head is fully relaxed. Your whole body is in absolute relaxed state. बिल्कुल शिथिल पड़ गई है। पैरों की उंगलियों से लेके सर के शिखर तक आपका पूरा शरीर बिल्कुल आराम की स्थिति में है, ऐसा महसूस करें। और एक बार अपने पूरे शरीर का मुआयना करें और अगर शरीर का कोई भी अंग थोड़ा भी तनाव मुक्त, तनाव पूर्ण है तो उसे मुक्त होता हुआ महसूस करें, बिल्कुल रिलैक्स होता हुआ महसूस करें। Your whole body is fully relaxed. Now gently bring your attention to your heart. और ये विचार लें कि आपके हृदय में एक दिव्य प्रकाश का स्रोत विद्यमान है। Source of divine light is present in your heart. इस विचार से जुड़े रहते हुए अब हम ध्यान करेंगे। प्यार से, with devotion, with love, let us all meditate together till I say that's all. तब तक ध्यान करते रहेंगे जब तक मैं that's all न बोल दूं। Please start meditation. That's all. बस करें. You can gently open your eyes. Thank you for joining, all of you. It has been my pleasure interacting with you virtually, although in actual sense there is no direct interaction, but virtually we are all connected. So thank you for joining. Thank you. And if in case you have any questions, anyone, if that can be pasted in chat box, probably I'll try to answer them. Any doubts, any clarification needed by any audience, any participant? One question which has come: how do I keep my mind from wandering during meditation? This is, I think, a very, very a question which often comes for all meditators, those who are beginners or even those who are seasoned meditators. So another question which has come: what is the difference between meditation and contemplation? Okay. These are the two questions which have come. The first question: how do I keep my mind from wandering during meditation? This is by Dr. Sambit Math Kumar Mishra. And what is the difference between meditation and contemplation? Another question: how do you meditate with your heart? Okay. So the first question: how do I keep my mind wandering during meditation? You see, the nature of mind is to wander. And the actual meditation is that when we transcend the mind, see, eventually we cannot force our mind to shut. Mind will be active. We have to really, let the mind wander. It's only when, while doing meditation, if you notice, if you get an indication from inside that my mind was wandering, just gently bring your attention back to your heart, and the mind will continue to wander. That's the meditation. So it's the nature of mind is to wander. We cannot really go against the nature. And slowly, once you don't really force your mind to focus, you just allow it to be, just let it be, and just bring your attention gently back to your heart. That's the practice. And with due in due course of time, you will see that your attention becomes more and more heart centric. The mind will, if you try and force your mind to shut or don't wander, it will wander more. That's a very natural principle. So therefore it is important that we just allow the mind to be whatever it is and try and bring the attention back gently towards your heart. So the nature of mind will remain, will continue to wander. So that's one key aspect of wandering mind. How do you handle your wandering mind? All of us, even meditators, seasoned meditators also have thoughts during meditation. It is not that they don't have. So it's important that how you bring your attention back to your heart slowly and steadily without resisting your mind. That's the key aspect of it. I hope it finds a suitable answer. The next question is: what is the difference between meditation and contemplation? Now, meditation is a very natural process. Contemplation means when you are actively involved, when you are doing you are applying your mind, you are doing some kind of analysis. That is where you are contemplating. You are trying to see all aspects of things, putting it across, and you are contemplating. Whereas meditation is primarily going beyond mind, means you have to transcend mind. In due course of time, when you continue to meditate, you will see that your mind will start, even if your mind is wandering, you are still centered in your heart. So that will have least effect on your meditation. These are the two key differences which I can tell about that meditation and contemplation. Contemplation, as I mentioned, that you just it's an active way of looking at activities of mind. And the next question is, how do you meditate with your heart? Now, meditate with your heart means, see, heart, as we have today's topic was primarily, mentioning about the importance of heart, how the heart is important in our activities. So you need to bring your attention to your heart, and you don't have to really locate. All of us know for sure that there is a heart. This cannot be denied. So you just take a thought towards your heart that there is a source within divine light within your heart. Just bring your attention gently, without really forcing your attention so much, without putting so much of pressure on yourself. Just bring your attention to your heart and you start centering. Slowly and slowly, you become heart-centric. Your mind will stop wandering. So that is, you start centering into your heart. That's the divine light. You don't have to see the divine light. It is a kind of thought which has been taken that there is a divine light within your heart. With that thought, you need to stick to this process of meditation. The next question is, what should I do about the restlessness or discomfort I experience while meditating? Now, meditation will have various outcomes. While meditating, some people feel very, very absorbed. They get into a samadhi-like state. Some people will feel very agitated. Some people will have a lot of discomfort, restlessness. These are all various manifestations of meditation. We cannot really judge by these manifestations clearly that the meditation is good or bad. Sometimes those kind of restlessness, discomfort are good. So what should I do about the restlessness or discomfort I experience while meditating? When you are feeling that kind of discomfort or restlessness, you take it as a natural process, go through that, because many times when you do meditation, there is a process called in meditation, there is some kind of cleaning which takes place, some kind of rejuvenation it takes place. So it will cause some kind of discomfort. So take it as a natural process of meditation. Meditation is a process by itself. It is not an end. It is a process. So you just continue to meditate and go through that process, because sometimes you feel very discomfort, a great amount of discomfort. Sometimes you feel very absorbed. Sometimes you get into very samadhi-like state where you just don't know where you are. And when you open your eyes, you feel surprised where I was. So you get lost. You feel lost. So these are various kind of experiences which you go through when you meditate. So feeling restless, feeling discomfort, you don't consider this as a negative aspect of meditation. Probably this is good, because there may be some cleaning taking place internally. There may be something going out from you that may cause discomfort. So don't take this as a negative outcome of meditation. This is not to be taken that way. Just continue with your practice, and I'm sure you will, over a period of time, you will learn what is good and what is bad for you, or what is working and what is not working for you. So give some time and gauge yourself. How can meditation lower the risk of heart disease? Now, this is a question, heart disease. The meditation, this is heartfulness meditation is there. Once your heart, your heart centered, your heart is in harmony with all other organs. You see, once you start meditating onto your heart, there is a rhythm. The heart will start following a kind of rhythm which is in symphony with all organs in the body. And once you have that kind of proper way of meditation, your heart synchronizes with the entire functioning of the body. So I feel that it will help you. Though medically I can't say anything about it, but I'm sure it will. It'll certainly help you to maintain the coherence inside the heart. That is the key. And if your heart is coherent with the entire system of your being, then your heart will become more and more healthy. That's what I really feel. I can't say from the medical perspective, but this is what his experience says. So you can, I mean, certainly to some extent, it will help you in bringing the harmony within your heart, with the entire system of your being. Next question is, where in the heart do you meditate? Now, this is a question, where in the heart? So the point is that it is through the thought process. It's a mental activity where you use the mind to transcend the mind. Now, mind takes a thought that there is a divine light in your heart. Now, heart, all of us know that there's a heart in each one of us. So you just take a thought that there is a divine light in heart, and it's a kind of thought which is taken. You don't have to look for the light. You don't have to really see that how the light glows, whether it is colorful, whether it is bright. It's a mere thought. And with this thought process, you try to transcend the mind. In due course of time, when you continue to practice, you will see that you are becoming more and more heart centric. Your focus is more towards your heart, and all of us know that we have heart and there is heart beating. Some people, those who are sensitive enough, they can really sense the beats of the heart and the movements in the heart, and it develops over a period of time. So when you meditate on the heart, there is nothing specific that where in where in the heart, you can't say that the left side of the heart or right side of the heart or upper side or lower side. It's the heart which is there. We just say that the divinity is within your heart, and you just center in that. And the subtlest part is taken as the divine light. It's a very subtle object which we are taking as a divine light in heart, the divinity in your heart, the God within your heart. You can feel that with that feeling, you can start meditating. I think that would be the right way of looking at it, rather than localizing where to meditate. It's a heart is there that we all know, and we just take a thought that there's a divine light within the heart and just meditate in that. In that thought, you meditate, which is there. So you don't have to really look for the light. Slowly you'll start experiencing maybe different kind of experiences once you do it regularly. That's what my submission is that. And in case if any further query is there, I think you can reach out to any one of us from the team of Heartfulness. We can further clarify any individual doubts which are there. Maybe you can approach through our people there in the panel, and then we can certainly address individually, because the time is limited, so it's difficult to address all the questions in detail. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think we have answered and hope it satisfies your questions. Thank you very much for joining.
We are thankful to Mr. Rajiv Gupta for deliberating on the various aspects of heart, with that one is meditation. We are thankful to our mentor and guide, Dr. Pradeep Gupta and Mr. Deepak Khanduri, for their presence. We are thankful and every participant join in this daily virtual program on the work-life balance. We once again request you all to join the tomorrow's weekend virtual program on work-life balance at 10:30 a.m. So with this, we conclude the today's session. Thanks to all.